Ofori.
This time around, we're zoning in on community. We're sitting down and celebrating a different kind of powerhouse right here in KZN. Lisa Thomson, a Musgrave resident and an interior designer by trade, turning everyday action into real impact. From cleaning up her neighborhood to standing up against crime, decay, and neglect in her neighborhood. She's doing it all, even sometimes with a security detail by her side. But she's resilient. She's doing it all in the name of her community and for loving what she does. Lisa Thomson, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm well.
Yeah? Well. It's good to have you.
Bright and breezy.
Bright and breezy. Listen, I came across your story in the newspaper, right? I saw the article and I saw this Durban resident, KZN resident who's taking up cleaning up of the streets and her community, doing it with passion. And I heard you just literally went out and bought some black bags and said, I'm doing this, got some gloves and started doing it. How did you find yourself in the whole space of community and cleaning it up and starting?
Well, I've lived in the area for the last sort of 5 years.
Yeah.
I used to live in Glenwood and we moved across to Musgrave, Essenwood. I generally do my exercising, walk around the neighbourhood, and I just used to go into the Berea Park, which is a community park with a gym, and I used to sit in front of this, on the one of the gym things, and do my leg exercises. And right in front of me was Libella, which was a municipal building, and I used to watch the going-ons of drug dealers, prostitution, vagrants, and just crazy unwanted visitors coming in and out of there. And I just used to watch it, and then one day I just thought, no, something's got to change. We've got to do something. And then just from looking at that and seeing the situation there, I realised that Libella wasn't only one situation in the Musgrave Essenwood. There were lots of situations, and that's where I just decided, how am I going to make a difference? How am I going to change things? And got myself a broom, some gloves, and off I went, and haven't stopped since.
Right. And I'm curious, I mean, you're married to an ex-Springbok, right? And he must have been like, lady, what are you doing? Grabbing a plastic bag and heading out into the streets to go clean it.
Yeah.
What was that like?
You know, my husband's very supportive of me. And whatever makes me happy, he'll support me. And he's right behind me. Yeah. And he often comes along on his bicycle. Yeah. And helps me with the cleanup. He doesn't physically do the cleanup, but he holds the bags, and when they get full, he takes the bike down to Libella and he drops the bags off there for me, and then he comes back for me again in a different location.
Now tell me, all this work that you've put in, what positive outcomes have you seen from picking up trash and cleaning up your community?
There's been a lot of positive outcome. I think one of the main things is just meeting such incredible people along the way. I work a lot with DSW. I work with Nati from DSW. I work with Sipiwe and Tembile from Parks, and they've been very supportive. And it's just been amazing just to see people coming out, encouraging people just to keep their verges clean, keep it weed-free. Unfortunately, as we all know, the municipality is in a little bit of a trouble at the moment. In a sense, they don't have the resources and to tackle what we've got out there. And if I can make a little difference, even if it's small, it does go a long way. And it's just, and I just think it's just been very encouraging for me to see the community come out and make a difference. Yeah. And to me, that's collaboration. We need to all help one another.
Yeah. 100%. And also staying with the idea of keeping your community clean. Obviously, you're encouraging more people to go out and do this, to, step into picking up the trash yourself, and making a difference yourself. What words do you have for someone who's like, you're going to pick up that plastic today, tomorrow, George is going to just throw it there?
Yes. Okay. So basically what actually happens is I try and look at the positive and not the negative. I'm a one for solutions, not problems.
Gotcha.
So often I clean up, and sometimes the community do also assist with the cleanups, and there's rubbish being taken away, and then the following day it's back there.
It's back there.
I do work a lot with law enforcement.
Yes, speaking of law enforcement, I know that on some occasions you need to use a security detail to do what you do, to clean up your community.
Yes.
Why is that? What's happened that you've needed to bring in security?
Security.
Yeah.
All right. So security is a major issue for me right now. Purely because I'm doing sort of cleanup where I don't really want to say a cleanup, but just trying to move. We've got a lot of unwanted visitors in the area. They car guards. A lot of them are car guards. It's difficult. I think a lot of them are trying to make money, but at the same time they are also criminals. A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them. I've got security around me a lot of the times. A lot of them are undercover. You don't see them, but then you've got some that are very visible. I've been held up at knife point. Wow. I've nearly been hijacked twice. Sure. And I have been pushed around once or twice. Wow. So it is quite scary. Security is tightening up around me at the moment because obviously I'm working a lot with SAPs and we're working together to try and remove certain individuals out of the area.
Now, Lisa, we've been talking about this journey. You've got some people, obviously working with community, it means working with a whole lot of people. I know you've got Des with you here and he's been working in the community for 17 years and you wanted to chat a little bit about how you guys met and how you work together.
Yes, so I met Lisa Ahmed, funny enough, on the street. And then second time around for the UIP, one of the first meetings. And Lisa and I have become really, really good friends. And he's been an incredible support to me. I don't think I would be able to do what I do without him. Yeah. He's just on call for me all the time. He even goes as far as helping me clean up, which is amazing. And he's just an incredible person. He's very knowledgeable on service delivery, and he helps a lot with that. And he's just an incredible asset to our community. And I'm just very grateful and privileged to know him and to have him on my side.
What does your day look like as a person who goes out and cleans? Is it every morning you wake up and you're on the streets? What does a typical day look like for Lisa Thomson?
Well, I wake up in the morning. Sometimes I'm a bit naughty. I get a bit lazy to dress up with my running shoes on and I often go out in my pajamas at very, very early hours of the morning. And then I do get caught every now and again with glary eyes looking at me, watching this woman running around the neighborhood with her pajamas. But so I start my day cleaning and greening quite early in the mornings. I prefer to do it early because of the traffic. And so I end up doing that. And then I obviously drive around the area just to check on the area to see what other areas are needing done. And that's really how I start my day. And then obviously, I work, so I decorate. So I try and put that all aside, and then I go and see my clients and do what I have to do there. And then when I come back in the evenings, I go out again. And it's generally at night. I prefer to do it in the dark at night. I find it easier. It's actually quite funny because it's easier to see dirt at night than it is during the day. And then I often see Lisa Ahmed in the early hours of the morning as well, checking up on me, and it's just
that's incredibly brave. That's incredibly brave.
And I'm just so happy and proud to have him in the room with us this morning.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I think, like I'm saying, it's incredibly brave that you get up every morning to do this before the sun's up. You mentioned traffic, and we did talk off air that you do wear hearing aids. So because of the traffic and the sounds and stuff, just to be safe, you choose those times of the day, which is incredibly brave. I think a lot of women are very scared to go out before the sun goes up and are very scared to be out when the sun goes down, because we know South Africa is not the safest country. And as women, we are easy targets, per se.
Very much so.
So that's incredibly brave of you. There's one little character you mentioned that I need to find out about, Bella. Who is Bella?
Okay, so Bella is a municipal building.
Okay.
We got that cleaned up last year.
Yeah.
And one of the things that was left behind was a little rat called, just a rat.
A rat, like an actual rat.
An actual rat.
Okay.
Yeah. And anyway, I used La Bella as a dumping. I don't want to call it dumping because I don't dump, and I don't take kindly to illegal dumpers either. But to cut a long story short, I used a specific location to put bags outside Labella, and then either DSW or Parks collect it for me on a daily basis. But in doing that, I've come across a rat called, I've decided to call her Bella. And she is the cutest little thing out.
A rat?
Yes.
A wild rat? She's
rat.
the cutest.
I haven't touched her, and I haven't, I don't think I'm brave enough to do that.
Nah.
But I see her every morning, and she's hiding amongst all the rubbish that's there. And I don't know, I just think she's she's special, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I've had a lot of terrifying things happen to me where I've had to pick up bags that have been dumped on the road, and in doing that, I've seen rats jumping out of these bags. I've cleaned drains and have having these rats sort of running out of the drains and that.
But not Bella.
But Bella is special.
Okay.
Bella comes out in the morning, says hello to me. She's a little bit nervous of me because and then she quickly runs away, and then. But I see her every morning and I see her every night. And I've asked the security at Labella not to do anything to her and not to harm her.
Okay. Lisa Thomson, thank you so much. Before you go, what are your words of encouragement to communities out there? What must we take from this?
Well, guys, just to say thank you for all your support. You've been amazing. Keep going. Keep your verges clean. Sweep the pavements. And I'm just so blessed and lucky to have a great community of wonderful people that are out there supporting me. The Muslim community have been incredible to me, and we've got a huge population of Muslims in our in the Musgrave Essenwood, and they're amazing, and I'm so grateful for them as well.
Carol Ofori, KZN's #1 hit music station, East Coast Radio.